theme is the central message or idea of a literary work.
But we have to try. So no matter what type of animal you are, from the biggest elephant to our first fox, I implore you, try.
In a society of animals where individuals are either viewed as either prey or predator, Judy Hopps proves everyone wrong when she, an animal that was considered to be a prey, becomes the first bunny police officer and manages to uncover the conspiracy and mastermind behind the several fatal predator attacks, even when her predator colleagues could not. Zootopia teaches children that one mustn't judge anyone based on their appearance or stereotypes, and that if you really want something, you can achieve it if you're determined enough, whether or not society tells you you can or can't.
East High is a place where teachers encouraged us to break the status quo and define ourselves as we choose. Where a jock can cook up a mean creme brulee. The brainiac can break down on the dance floor. It's a place where one person, if it's the right person, changes us all.
When Troy Bolton, the school's basketball captain and all-around jock, and Gabriela Montez, the new girl and typical nerd, spontaneously audition for the school musical, conflict ensues. However, they overcome everyone's doubts and negative comments and land a spot in the spring musical. High School Musical teaches us to not let society define who you are and what you should or shouldn't do, even if you don't stick to the status quo.
Antithesis is the presentation of two contrasting images with ideas structurally balanced. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity. It was a season of light, it was a season of darkness. It was a spring of hope, it was a winter of despair. We had everything before us, we had nothing before us. We were all going direct to heaven, we were all going direct the other way. Light and darkness, hope and despair, everything and nothing. Charles Dickens showed contrasting ideas to emphasize the conflict that existed in the time, which was discussed in the novel. Neil Armstrong's quote shows antithesis by comparing a small step for a man to a giant leap for mankind. This emphasizes the significance of his achievement and how he contributed greatly to science. Tone is the attitude of an author towards the characters, subject, or audience.
And I fortunately know a little magic. It's a talent that I always have possessed. And here lately, please don't laugh, I use it on behalf of the miserable, lonely, and depressed. Pathetic. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need.
In Poor Unfortunate Souls from The Little Mermaid, we can clearly see a dark and sinister tone from Ursula from how she converses with Ariel in her choice of words. This gives the audience the impression that she is untrustworthy and may be deceitful.
Stop telling me that everything will be okay, because it isn't, and it won't. There's no point in lying when I already know the truth. In this poem, written by an anonymous, we are able to receive a gloomy and dejected tone based on how the author states that they already know the outcome of the situation, so there is no reason to hope on an unrealistic dream.